Hey, Samore Love Bugs, you have now tuned into my Mobwives recap. Guys, be sure to subscribe to this all new, brand new channel if you have not yet done so. Also, be sure to share this video wherever you like to share videos. And also, don't forget to stick around because later on, what's going to be up on here? Empire! And you know we gotta, how does this song go? Drip, drop, drip, drippity, drop. Okay. Alright guys, so this show, it wasn't too crazy, but I feel like it's leading up to get crazy again. Because we had our high, we have some lows, then we're going to have our high again. That's what I'm feeling. What about you? So now Drita, she's talking about her vacation that she had, I think it was at Disney World with her husband, because now he could finally cross state lines and stuff like that. And I noticed that he really doesn't like to take like videos and stuff like that. He doesn't really want to be in the spotlight. I remember she did say that he doesn't really like to take pictures, but now I'm seeing that he doesn't want to be, I think, involved in the show at all. I guess that's best for him. Maybe he doesn't want everybody seeing his face and remembering who he was. Maybe Lee's not even his real name. Who knows, right? I mean, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But yeah, from what we see, he doesn't want to be on camera at all. They blur out his face whenever it's his part to be on camera. Or if it was like him in a picture, they also blurred his face as well. So he's like the voice behind the phone that we listen to all the time is Lee. You know, one of those types of things, though, the dramatic voice. I like the way his voice sounds. He got that nice like Italian kind of accent going on. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So the crew, they go to the club, and when I talk about the crew, the people that I'm talking about is Big Ange, Drita, and Natalie Gercio. They all go to the club, and they chill. Like, they're laid back, having, like, ladies' night. They got the little glasses. Damn, where I put my glasses? I had a little glass a little while ago. I guess I put it down somewhere. But, yeah, they had their glasses and stuff, and they just doing their thing. Kind of made me want to go to the club. I was thinking about going to the club for my birthday next week, but I don't know. I don't think so. We're going to do something else. I think I'm going on vacation, like I was saying in my last video. Yeah. But anyways, so now Natalie DiDonato, she goes to see Renee Graziano. She goes to see Renee, and she invites her to this Christmas party / charity event that she's having. So, did she say it was for kids or something like that? I don't even remember what she said it was for. But it's for a good cause nonetheless. And they also talk about the stuff that went down at the Thanksgiving party and things like that. And Natalie and Drita, and how Drita said she was going to do this. And Drita didn't do nothing. So now Natalie DiDonato is feeling some type of way because... But I'm like, how you mad because Drita didn't go ahead and punch Natalie in the face? How you mad about that? So, were you going to take the rap for her if, like you said, she's a cop caller? So if she would have called the cops, were you going to take the rap for her and said that you was the one who caused her to want to punch in her face? I doubt it, but yet you want to see violence so badly. That kind of like was blowing my mind. Like, why are you so pissed off that she didn't punch in her face? Maybe they worked it out. As we saw, they actually did talk about it. They worked it out, and that's just it. So Natalie G, now we have to really make sure we state that, right? Natalie G in London and their parents, they all meet up for the first time. And it goes okay, but I see where Natalie gets her outspokenness from. Because her mother definitely says what she's feeling and what's on her mind. And, yeah. Natalie was saying things like, Mom, don't embarrass me. Because I guess she knows how her mom is, and my mom's kind of like that way too. Like, okay, Mom, why would you say that? Come on, the people are sitting right there. Hello. We can talk about this when we get home in private, and the people that we want to talk about is not right there. Well, that's the kind of thing that her mom was actually doing. And it looks like their parents kind of want them to have kids, but they need to get themselves together first and make sure that they're going to be with each other. Yes, they moved in, they're playing house and everything, but they still should try to get themselves together to a place where, because you can still run if you ain't married. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you could run even if you're married, but just got that extra paperwork you got to worry about, you know? But that's what I think is their main issue, is the the way that she talks to him, she talks very condescending, and she gets turned up super fast for like the smallest things when she feels like it's her against the world, when it's not really like that. He just is a little more rational than she is, from what I see. He will say the right thing, but she wants him to do her thing. You know, whatever she's saying that he must do is what she wants to go down. And if it doesn't, then she has like these tantrums. Carla, she's annoyed, and she tells Renee this, that she's annoyed because Drita was like, when she saw her at the Thanksgiving party, she was just like, oh, hey, hi. And then she was like, bye. It was like no type of conversation. And she's like, yo, after all the things that I did for her when we were cool, I don't even understand why she treated me like that. Why she just kind of just walked away without us having like any rekindling of our friendship type of thing. So she wants to talk to her and see what's really going on, because she's like, she had defended her on numerous occasions when she didn't even have anything to do with the situation that was going down. They show Karina, who is, what's her name? Who's, excuse me, you know, Storm, Karina, and they also show, what's her name? Why am I forgetting her name right now? Karen. Her name was like totally evading my mind right now. Karen. They show the three of them, and they're trying to build some type of family type of environment. Of course, the daughter, she still loves being in Arizona, but she's getting used to New York, a little something here and there. But she said she's a West Coast type of girl. You're usually that way unless wherever you first lived was like sucked. I think that's the only way that you really wouldn't like it. But most people, they like where they started until they get used to being somewhere else and they see the benefits of being somewhere else. Then maybe, just maybe. Because I don't know, I don't see Arizona as being like an LA type of thing. Like, I feel like if it was LA, that would be some major competition. But I don't know. Maybe I don't really know much about Arizona to really say anything about it at all. It could be the turn-up spot. Who knows, right? It could be parties all the time. People all doing all craziness. Who knows? I don't know. We'll tell you that much. So, she's just trying to get this relationship and just being careful with the people that she brings around her daughter. And this is like the first person she's actually said, I believe this is the first person that she's had around her daughter, which is Storm. They seem to be getting it off. Her daughter looks super grown for 15 years old. I'm like, back in my 15-year-old days, I didn't look like that. Hair looking all super cute with little wand curls or real regular voluminous type of curls up in my hair. Nice little jewelry. I'm like, dang, go ahead, girl. You're 15 for sure. She looks more like she could be like 18. These children, they grow up so fast. I'm telling you. Thank goodness I don't have a girl yet. We'll say yet. Knock on some wood. Not yet. Drita and Ange, they talk, and they're both like over the whole, everybody's talking about Natalie G situation. It's Natalie G against the whole world, and they just don't want to be a part of it. They're cool with her, and they're not going to go into the foolishness. They see that the only thing that Natalie DiDonato always seems to bring up or talk about is Natalie G, and it's like, okay, how can we learn about you? What do you like to do? What is your job? Things like that. You don't tell us anything about you. Only thing that roll off of your tongue is freaking about Natalie G all the time, 24/7. So when we get to the charity event now, it's pretty much the same thing. They sit down. It's everybody's there. Carla, the only person that was missing was Drita, because Drita just didn't want to be a part of the foolishness. She feels like she's being jerked. Remember, she said that last episode. She doesn't want to feel like she's being jerked like some little ding-dong or some little toy. So she's just trying not to be around all of them or whatever. So, of course, they're all sitting down, and somehow Natalie G comes up. I think it was Karen that brought it up initially, and then, oh, Miss Natalie DiDonato, yeah. So then, you know, it was like almost like a game of double dutch. It was like, wait, hold on. Yes, you know, I'm in. We can do this now. That's how I felt like, that's what I felt like I was seeing when she got super excited and just started talking to Big Ange. And Big Ange is just like, oh, here we go. Why do we always have to do this? And then it's Karen. Karen's like, I don't understand why you're defending her when she talks about me like this. And then that's when Natalie D. Donato comes back again talking about some, oh yeah, don't you see? She's calling her family a rat. She's doing this, doing that. Big Ange in the commentary, she's like, is she serious? This girl knew her for all of what, 2 minutes, and she thinks that she knows her and she wants to school me on the background? Girl, you don't know her. You ain't gonna tell me nothing. So all those things was like really getting Big Ange. And let me tell you, Renee, she did one of the best things ever. And she reminded me of, what, I don't even know why I do this to myself when I don't know people's names just like that. She reminded me of freaking Real Housewives of New Jersey. She reminds me of the mom that went to jail. She reminds me of her because that's what she had to do at certain points so that she wouldn't get in trouble. She had to like kind of step out of certain conversations because she would always get blamed for everything. So Renee was like, me and her just got to a decent situation. I'm not going to be involved in this conversation. So she excused herself out as soon as she heard the conversation starting to fester and just, I'm knocking stuff down. I'm getting a little too hype, y'all. I'm knocking stuff down. Yeah, when she starting to get into the whole Natalie situation, she's just like, oh, I'm going to the bathroom. I gotta go. So when she finally comes back from the bathroom, Big Ange is just like, let's leave. Like, I don't want to do this. They're just talking about, that's all they talk about. This is all she does. I'm not doing it. So she gets ready to be out. So, yeah, it's about to go down. Well, I think that Big Ange is going to go back, of course, and tell Drita what's going down. And they show that they have, like, some type of conference where Drita and Natalie DiDonato is sitting down talking to each other. But she don't know Drita too well. Drita will go off on you. Just because she was the first one you met doesn't mean that she's your bestie or anything like that. Drita goes on Drita's side and Drita's team when she's ready. Look how she just doodled on freaking Carla, who was so close to her. Like, I don't know if there was anything that went down between then and now that I don't remember or that I didn't see, but yeah, if she can doodle on her, she can doodle on anyone. You know what I'm saying? And she barely even knows you. Of course she can doodle on you. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, that's what I thought about this episode. Guys, be sure to let me know what you thought about the episode down below. Thanks for watching. Be sure to stay fabulous, live free, and soar limitless. I'll see you in the next one. Laters.